Hello and welcome to the Silver Wardrobe. Let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. Does this happen to you? Summer arrives, you open your closet, you look at everything hanging there, and you feel like you have nothing to wear. The winter layers are packed away, the jackets are not needed, layering is off the table, and what is left looks either too plain, too warm, or just not quite the way you wanted. And that familiar thought shows up. Summer is the hardest season to look polished because there is nowhere to hide. No scarves, no coats, no structured jackets to pull a look together. There is only you. One light piece on top, one on the bottom, and bright sunlight that shows everything exactly as it is. And here is where so many women past 60 take the same turn. They start dressing to disappear. They reach for something shapeless, something dark even in the heat, something that simply covers up and asks for no attention. But that does not make a look calm. It makes it dim, and summer is actually the easiest time of all to look fresh, light, and elegant. No heavy layering, no complicated construction, no big spending, just outfits put together the right way. Today we are going to walk through 8 summer looks that read expensive, modern, and beautifully feminine, even when every single piece cost very little. Because an expensive look is not about the price. It is about fabric, fit, color, proportion, and 1 or 2 precise details. All of it can be found in ordinary stores for ordinary money, once you know what to look for. And stay with me to the end, because at the finish there is one move that turns any simple summer outfit into a look people ask about. Where did you get that? It costs almost nothing, yet it works harder than any expensive piece. You are on the Silver Wardrobe. Here we do not chase youth at any cost. We figure out how to look stylish, modern, and confident at the age we are right now. But first, what actually makes summer clothing look expensive? It is not the brand, not the price tag, not even the store. 4 things read as expensive. The first is fabric that moves beautifully. In summer, this matters even more. If the fabric stands stiff, wrinkles in 5 minutes, has that cheap synthetic shine, or clings in the heat, the look drops in value instantly. But if it flows softly, breathes, falls into pretty folds, and does not need constant tugging, even the simplest piece looks refined. Linen, good cotton, viscose with a beautiful drape, tencel, soft sateen. Those are your summer allies. The second is color that does not shout. Calm, muted shades read as expensive. Not bright pink, but dusty rose. Not acid green, but sage. Not blinding white, but soft cream. These colors make your skin look fresher and the whole impression richer. The third is proportion that makes sense. When the top and the bottom work together, when the length is considered, when there is at least a hint of a waist, the look comes together. When everything hangs in the same shapeless way, it reads as accidental, and accidental never looks expensive. And the fourth is one precise detail. Beautiful earrings, good sunglasses, a tidy bag, a belt, a watch. A detail that says this look did not just happen. It was put together by a woman who knows what suits her. Now, let us get to the looks. Each one can be built from pieces you already own, or can find in ordinary stores for reasonable money. Look number 1. Linen trousers, a simple white tee, and leather sandals. This is the easiest of the 8 and one of the most elegant. The secret is that every piece is chosen with care. Linen trousers, wide or straight, high-waisted, in soft sand, cream, or warm beige. Not too crumpled and not too stiff. Linen should look alive, not like you slept in it. If it wrinkles a lot, try linen with a little viscose blended in. It behaves more gracefully. The white tee, not athletic, not sheer, no logo, but good, dense cotton, with a neat neckline, slightly loose but not baggy. It costs very little, yet looks worth its weight in gold when it fits right. Tuck the front into the trousers. That instantly creates a sense of intention. Sandals, leather, minimal, flat or on the smallest, steady platform, matched to the trousers or a touch darker. No rhinestones, just clean shape and good leather. Add one detail, a woven bag or a straw basket, and one accessory, good sunglasses or a thin gold bracelet. That is it. It looks like the south of France, even on a grocery run. Look number 2. A shirt dress with a belt. One of the most versatile pieces for summer past 60, because it solves several things at once. It covers the arms to the elbow or below. It creates a vertical line through the buttons. It lets you adjust how open it is and roll up the sleeves. And it looks equally right on a walk, at lunch, or at a family celebration. The key is the belt. Without it, a shirt dress turns into a sack. With it, you get a waist, a silhouette, a touch of femininity. Not wide, not tight. A soft leather belt of medium width, tied or fastened loosely, marks the waist without cinching. For color, soft khaki, warm beige, muted blue, gentle olive, and cream all work. Fabric, linen, cotton, or light viscose. Length to mid-knee or a little below. That is the most elegant zone for a dress past 60. Look number 3. A white blouse, a midi skirt, and a straw bag. If the first look is everyday ease, this one is soft, feminine elegance. The white blouse, not a strict office shirt, but something soft with a pretty neckline, a little loose in the shoulders, in fabric that breathes. Viscose, fine cotton, or light linen, something that moves rather than standing like a box. The midi skirt, straight or slightly flared, below the knee. Shades of sand, warm gray, soft khaki, dusty rose. Dense enough not to show through, light enough to stay cool. A straw or woven bag is the accessory that instantly says summer and taste. Not a giant beach basket. Neat, medium, structured. Add a thin chain or a small pendant. Put on a light lipstick in a warm shade and you look like you just stepped out of an Italian cafe. And every piece could have cost very little. Look number 4. A light knit set in a single color. This is one of the strongest moves for an expensive look, going monochrome. When the top and the bottom are the same shade, the silhouette stretches. The look reads as considered, even if it is simple knit. The ideal version for summer, a soft, short-sleeved top and straight or wide trousers in the same material. The shades that work best: soft beige, cream, powder, muted gray-blue, warm coffee. The knit should be matte, not too thin and not shiny. Soft viscose yarn or a cotton knit is exactly right. A set like that looks designer, even from a mass-market store, because monochrome hides where it came from and highlights its fit. Add neat gold earrings, leather sandals, and a small bag. Done. Look number 5. Dark jeans and a light blouse in a muted shade. Yes, jeans in summer are completely fine, as long as they are thin, breathable, and the right cut. Dark indigo or deep graphite is the base on which any top starts to look more expensive. The blouse, not bright, not loaded with print, but in a shade that lights up the face. Dusty lilac, pearl gray, soft sage, muted turquoise, warm rose. Light fabric. Viscose, fine silk, or sateen with a matte finish. Tuck it in partway at the front. Add a thin belt, loafers, or pointed flats. There, you have a city summer look that reads put together, modern, and not the least bit hot. And it can cost no more than lunch at a nice cafe. If you enjoyed these specific breakdowns, with details you can use right away, stay with us here on The Silver Wardrobe. We put together looks that work in real life, not only in pictures. Look number 6. Wide light trousers, a sleeveless top, and a light cardigan. This solves one of the main summer concerns, the arms. Many women past 60 would rather not bare their arms completely, not out of embarrassment, but out of comfort, and a light cardigan is the perfect answer. Not a warm knitted one, but thin, almost weightless, in cotton or viscose. Thrown over the shoulders or worn open, it covers the upper arms, creates a beautiful shoulder line, and adds a third element. And 3 layers already give a sense of style, even when each one is simple. Wide light trousers below, in milk, sand, soft gray. A simple top with a neat neckline, matched to the trousers or a touch contrasting. A cardigan in the color of the top or a little darker. Shoes, woven espadrilles, leather mules, or minimal sandals. 1 pair of medium earrings or a thin scarf on the bag. This look reads resort ready and very well kept. It says, I know what suits me, I am comfortable, and I feel beautiful. Look number 7. A wrap dress in light fabric. If you had to choose one piece that flatters a woman past 60 best of all, it is the wrap dress. The diagonal line of the wrap lengthens the silhouette. The soft gathering creates a feminine shape. The neckline is open enough to lengthen the neck, but not too much. The sleeve is usually to the elbow or 3/4, the length to the knee or a little below. All of it is ideal for a mature figure. A wrap dress marks the waist, even if it has become less defined. It gently softens the midsection through the draping. It shows the neckline beautifully without revealing too much. For fabric in summer, the best are soft viscose, light rayon, fine matte sateen. Shades: muted plum, navy with a small pattern, soft terracotta, smoky rose, deep sage. Solid, or with a small delicate print. Add a thin gold chain, hoop earrings, a neat clutch or a small leather bag on a chain, sandals on a steady low heel. And there you have an evening summer look that holds its own against any cocktail dress, while it wraps closed in 2 seconds and costs like an ordinary piece. Look number 8. Bermuda shorts and a loose, untucked shirt. This one might raise a doubt. Shorts past 60. But Bermudas are not little short shorts. They are tidy shorts to the knee or a touch above, with a straight or slightly flared leg. Essentially cropped trousers, and they can look incredibly stylish. The key is the right length. Bermudas should end at the narrowest part of the leg, above the knee or right at the knee. Not higher, so as not to bear too much, and not lower, so as not to cut the leg at its widest point. The shirt: linen or cotton, loose and untucked, sleeves rolled to the elbow. Color: white, soft blue, cream. Shorts in sand, khaki, graphite, navy. Shoes: loafers, white sneakers, or leather sandals. Add a woven bag and good sunglasses. Perfect for outings, walks, and travel. It reads active, fresh, and entirely appropriate at any age. The key is good fabric and a tidy fit. Then Bermudas past 60 are not a bold experiment, but a completely elegant choice. And now, that move I promised at the start, the detail that turns any simple summer outfit from ordinary into expensive, and it does not cost a thing. It is pressing, or rather, well-kept fabric. It sounds obvious, but this decides everything. You can put together a flawless outfit in the right proportions and the right colors. But if the blouse is wrinkled, if the trousers are creased, if the dress looks like it was pulled out of a bag and thrown on, the whole effect is lost in an instant. An expensive look in summer is 90% well-kept fabric, pressed or steamed. No pilling, no snags, no stains from last season. This costs no money. It takes 15 minutes and an iron. Look at any woman who looks expensive in summer. She may be in the simplest pieces, but they all look fresh, as if straight from the store, as if they are cared for. That is what creates the impression. This woman treats herself with respect, and that is read instantly. So, before you put on any of these 8 looks, ask yourself one question. Does this piece look fresh? If yes, head out. If not, spend 15 minutes. It is the most free and most powerful investment in your summer style. Remember the main thing. An expensive look past 60 is not expensive pieces. It is fabric that moves beautifully, color that lights up the face rather than shouts, proportion that has logic, one precise detail instead of 10 accidental ones, and the good keeping of every piece you have on. Summer is the easiest time to look beautiful. You do not need a big wardrobe, you do not need expensive brands. You need 8 thoughtful outfits and the confidence that you know what suits you. And now you do. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe to the Silver Wardrobe. Here we keep breaking down everything that truly shapes your look, from makeup and haircuts to clothing, color, and details, so that every time you leave the house, it brings you pleasure, not worry. And tell us in the comments, which of the 8 looks feels closest to you, which one you will put together first. Or maybe you already have a summer outfit that always works. Tell us what it is made of. Your experience might inspire other women to finally stop dreading summer and start dressing with joy. Remember, you can look wonderful at any age, and summer is the best time of all for it.